Part 8.2 Techniques in PR2Q3. I like you to try it before you watch this video. So if you have some time, so try to work a little bit by yourself. Just take the Alaska slides example. Pretty short, the code, understand it first, then modify from there. Straightforward. If in some of the steps you couldn't get it, then you watch this video. In this video, I explain in 3 places we need to change something in 3 places. So then we can solve the problem. All right, so let me start the first problem. The first one, use a string array to store the URLs of the videos. That's pretty obvious. We have a sequence of videos, and we know each video there is a YouTube URL. So we store that part in a, string array. String array. Here I use the example from the Alaska slide. Okay? In that one, we store file names in that string array. Here you can see you just do some straightforward modification, right? So you create a string array, but this time you have your video array. So definitely you need to use a different name, array name. After that, you find the URLs. So the URLs, for example, here, the player inside the double quotes, right? Inside the double quotes, that string. The whole string, double quotes. So then we create our array. So the new array, some name, you call it. So 0, 1, double quotes, copy, right? Pretty straightforward. So this step, organize the data, pretty straightforward. So this step, the easiest. After that, so definitely you need a slide number, array index. You need to control that. Array index, the same way we used to control the image slides in the Alaska slides example. Then step 2, a JavaScript function to set timeout. We just modify the one we used in Alaska slides. Straightforward modification. Okay. So here, this is the copy of that function. And when we do modification, we do not need the title part. So here, we do not need the title part. Okay, we just modify this part. So this part you change to your the video string array element, the slide number. You change the your player ID here. So here you can see we still use the old HTML way to get the element. So then access its src attribute. Some of you may like to use the jQuery way. Remember, in the question description, I said try to use the jQuery as much as you can. So this place looks like you can try the jQuery way. But I try it, I did it, it doesn't work. So in my example, I changed to the jQuery way, right? So the jQuery, $, double quotes, right? So that ID name, right? So main players, for example, that's my ID name, right? Yeah. Dot. Then I set attribute, right? So there is attr src, then the value, right? So I did that. Okay, yeah. Also, remember, use the CDN link for the jQuery. Okay, for jQuery, CDN link. Yeah, don't forget that part. Yeah. If you after you add that, then when I try this, it doesn't work. In my example, it doesn't work. Then I go back to this old way, you know. Yeah. So that means we need to know the old way, you know, the regular JavaScript way. Regular JavaScript way. Or the, you know, old JavaScript way, you know, whatever. Yeah. Even jQuery becomes more and more popular, you know, most, you know, large number of web programmers, developers, they like to use the jQuery. Even that, you may still need to know the older way, because sometimes the jQuery way may not work. Okay, all right. So that's this part. That's this part. Okay, all right. Number 2. Yeah. So you can do the change other places. 8, so we use 5. Okay. The time period, so you can choose the number you like to choose. Yeah. Number 3, use jQuery to change CSS property. So this time we can use the jQuery way. So very simple, very convenient. It works. Yeah. You know, the background, I use the green background. Yeah. This part, I use the jQuery to make the change. Yeah. It works well. Yeah. So look at my line, my code here. Yeah. First, so I changed the, you know, the video source in this way. Yeah. As expected. Yeah. Then, all right, so the cell, you know, table cell, remember there are 5 table cells. Cell 0, 1, 2, 3 plus index. So here you can see the cell part plus the slide index part. Okay, the CSS, we use the CSS function, .css. The property name, background dash color, then the color name. I use green, yeah. But you can see I use another one. Why I use this one? Yeah, because after I did some testing, I noticed after we change the green color, we need to make the previous green color we changed to white. Yeah. The previous slide, we make the green color, but after we move to another video, we need to change that old green one back to white. So that's why I create another variable for the previous slide number. And you need to maintain the value of this variable. Okay, old one, new one, yeah, one difference, right? One difference, you know, yeah. And back to white. Okay, back to white. Yeah. All right. So after all these things, then you should make it work. The question number 3 should work well. Yeah. Hope you can easily get it. Yeah. Yeah. I do not spend a lot of time just to make some obvious change like this. Then it works. That's it. All right. All right. Yeah. So we finish video number 2 for that question.